What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw for TV. All right, so Joy Taylor of Fox Sports is all over the internet right now. And this was pretty predictable because of how a lot of people move when it comes to these sort of things. The initial focus was on Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, of course, was, and I mean, I have to say was because his career appears to be pretty much at the end. I'm not going to say he's totally done. I mean, he's probably going to be a fixture on social media to a certain extent, but at one point in time, Skip Bayless was the biggest thing in sports talk, in particular on mainstream sports media. And for about 8 years, he hosted Fox Sports' Undisputed with Shannon Sharpe. Now, the original moderator on that program was none other than Joy Taylor. A lot of people, when it was announced that Joy Taylor would have that position, they were sort of confused, a little bit bewildered, because Joy Taylor did not really have much of a prior sports broadcasting presence. She had only been a minor sports personality, I think, in Miami, and supposedly, from what I read, a bartender. Now it's been revealed in this lawsuit that was mostly levied at Skip Bayless and Fox Sports as a whole by, I think her name is Miss Faraji, former hairdresser. It was revealed that, according to her version of events, that Joy Taylor essentially slept her way to the top. Okay. Now, I did a video recently talking about how if you listen to Miss Faraji's version of events, it seems like Joy Taylor used Charlie Dixon, aka Dennis the Menace, because he looks like Dennis the Menace to me, used him to get to the pinnacle of success in that industry with that network. And in the event that he turned on her, she was going to Me Too him. Okay. Now, if she did that and everything was on the up and up, as far as her being a willing participant in this quid pro quo situation, that's messed up, right? But I want to say something. I noticed that when I read a little bit further in that 42-page documentation of this lawsuit, I remember reading that Ms. Faraji said that there was a fellow coworker that was ultimately terminated by Mr. Dixon because she would not, according to her, she would not sleep with him. Now, if that's the case, if you terminate somebody because they won't have intercourse with you, then you're basically Harvey Weinstein without the violent intent. You know what I'm saying? Because what Harvey Weinstein was doing was, but you know what I'm saying? That's different to me. Look, we all know how this game is played. And it's one thing if a person is willing, as an adult, this is just my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. If a person is willing to go that way with you and it's an arrangement, I mean, that's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? People could say it's not fair, but then again, look, nepotism isn't technically fair, but people do it, okay? But if you terminate somebody because they won't do this for that, then, at the end of the day, if that's the case, then I'm not so mad anymore if Joy Taylor was going to Me Too him. Because apparently he was doing that with a lot of different women, right? And we all know that's prevalent in that industry any goddamn way, okay? But I want to play something that Joy Taylor said recently. I think it might have been last year. Well, she basically said, look, she's down for that herself. If the roles were reversed, like she referred to them as princess boys, basically dudes that want women to pay for their lifestyle. Because we know there's a lot of dudes like that now. You know what I'm saying? I guess we would call them what we would call them back in the day, gigolos. But basically, she said that she's down for that, but she wants something in return. This is what she said.
I took it a step further, as I always do, and I dubbed them princess boys because clearly they want the princess treatment. And being a woman of substance and means, I can provide that for them. Now, there's things that I want in exchange for taking care of a princess boy. And, if that is what men are interested in behaving like, I feel like I can do that. I can be that person for you. I can give you an experience you've never had. So they were not very happy with me about that one.
I like the movement. I'm not going to partake. Maybe.
So I don't know about you, but it sounds like she's basically saying that if you're a dude that wants a woman to pay for your lifestyle, I'm assuming first of all that these guys have to be, I guess, desirable to women. I guess if she finds it worth her while, she is in a position, she says, financially, that she can do that. But you're going to have to provide the service for her, right? Which I guess that means give up to Richard. Give up to Richard, right? Now, to me, that sounds exactly like what most men are willing to do if they're in that position with women. Now, if the roles were reversed and she was a man and she said that, then, I mean, we would never heard the end of it. If Joy Taylor was James Taylor, he would have been terminated or at the very least suspended, forced to apologize to women, called all types, especially if he was a black man. Oh, my goodness. He would have been terminated. Blackballed from the industry, called a creep, called a perv, called all these different things. But when she says it, I guess it's somehow female empowerment. Look, at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with what she just said. I don't have a problem with that in general. People can say it's not fair for a woman to use her sensuality or sexuality to get a leg up. I don't have a problem with that, man. Maybe I'm in a minority, but I'm not competing with women when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as men, there are certain times when the boss might be a woman and we can do the same things. It's not frequent, but it's become a little bit more frequent as women are becoming more and more pillars in our community, and women are increasingly going up the social the ladder when it comes to corporations. So men are doing that more often. You know what I'm saying? And look, I don't have a problem with it. Honestly, if that's what she's about, if she's about that 304 mentality and lifestyle, that's her. People can say that, that morally there's something wrong with it. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Because look, there's a lot of hypocrisy behind this as well. You know what I'm saying? Because how many times we hear about, passport bros who are sick of Western women, they're sick of the feminist mentality, sick of their ways. These guys are going overseas and finding their brides over there. But in reality, a lot of these guys are going over there because they can take advantage of the fact that Americans are deemed as wealthy compared to the counterparts of these subsequent countries, the men, and they're taking advantage oftentimes of women who are in a financial situation where they are more than willing to do certain things uh, for your cash. And when you look at the currency differences, what I'm saying, or how they translate to American, to whatever subsequent country you go to, sometimes these dudes are treated as almost semi-gods. So let's get out of it. Everybody's acting like they're so up in arms about her, using her hoo-ha to go up. Come on, man. We see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe I'm in a minority position on this because, yeah, it can be annoying to see, what I'm saying, somebody who you feel like doesn't deserve the position that they got based upon, what I'm saying, their work performance, but they got a break because of using or manipulating. Don't get mad at her. Get mad at the manager and get mad at the game. That's how I look at it. I've always looked at it like that. I never hated on the woman. It can be a little annoying, but if you really are a talented individual, you're gonna get the bag. You should be able to get it by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just how I look at things. So that's just how I feel about that. By the way, in conclusion, I don't think this is going to hurt Joy Taylor. By the way, like even if she somehow did get fired by Fox Sports, people can get on here and act like they're so disgusted by her. Trust me, if she gets on social media and get a podcast, all this going to do is add hundreds of thousands of fans to her social media or whatever podcast she's on. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if I'm Joy Taylor, I'm considering opening. I just had a friend of mine from social media suggest this just now. We was talking about this. If I'm Joy Taylor, I'm utilizing this situation. I'm opening up an OnlyFans. Now she's not gonna get totally nude, but you know what I'm saying. She know how to pose. I've seen her Instagrams. I've seen her social media accounts. She's gonna get more popular, and in this 304 culture that we in, it ain't gonna hurt her. It ain't gonna hurt her. And even in this lawsuit, Talbot's had a great point about something. I listened to his live stream about this. You could argue that, she should have went to management and talked and squealed on Skip Bayless or whoever were doing these types of things, but she's not obligated or mandated to do that. So at the end of the day, people trying to make all this about Joy Taylor when this should still be more about Skip, because apparently Skip hired that woman as her hairdresser, right? Offered her money, which I thought in today's culture is, what is it now? Trafficking or attempted trafficking or whatever the hell you want to call it. Solicitation for you know what, because you basically trying to buy it at that point, right? Because if that's the case, Skip is trying to buy it. And remember when, like I said before, my other video just now, remember when he got hacked on election night, the person that was looking at his account said that Skip was, according to what he saw, Skip was going around proffering different women, models, money or this for that, quid pro quo situations all over. He could see the little messages, or they could see the messages that Skip was a freak. No, I noticed nobody really talked about that. So, at the end of the day, we all know what this is. This is social media using another excuse to bang on black people, in particular black women, because, you got a lot of dudes out there that can't stand black women. So they using this excuse to bang on George Taylor, because, hey, I could bang on black women again. And then, you got the other group that don't want to ever make it about any of them. It's always the entertainment's going to be focused on ridiculing a black person. You know what I'm saying? That's what is entertainment now. Let's demonize and bang on black people for profit, for our entertainment, usually when it comes to negative news. But when it's somebody else, all of a sudden now we want to be, responsible, prudent American citizens, respecting the rights of citizens and being objective. But when it comes to us, all that goes out the window, and we just believe everything we see that's negative, guilty beyond reasonable doubt, guilty until proven innocent, and even then, it's still going to be suspicion that you're a creep or you're a 304 or you're a monster or you went to Diddy parties or whatever the hell it is they want to put around your neck to cyber lynch you. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.